Good morning, all. Ready for the sit rep on the 25th, 21st of May, 2015. Apparently, Kenny is. When I'm talking to this thing, he is convinced it's something important. Nessie, on the other hand, has gotten a little bit bolder, and she has just discovered the Serenity Rock Garden, and her Serenity is apparently pulling the rocks out. One of them things. I'll correct it before her. Well, before Mommy gets up. She's mine. She's the one who was almost fully feral. Was fully feral when Denise caught her and brought her to me. So, it's me and feral, so what can I say? I pick up strays everywhere. Bars. Wherever. Actually, there were a number of strays living under the porch of what is now O'Neill's. It used to be Choppers. They did. They kind of trusted me, kind of.
But they were still too feral, Gotta live out where drunks are coming out, where they're right beside you. And it's not like I was there 24/7. They made me leave a few hours. Usually from 3 in the morning until 6 in the morning, but anyway. Not always. Sometimes we'd lock the door and just sit. Those were the days. Today is go see my psych day. We set them for like 9:45 in the morning, so I don't have to take the transportation that's such a pain in the ass. Now they did find a different transportation for me for later in the week, I think. I'm looking to see how that other transportation goes. If it goes good, we'll go with them forever. Just be totally rid of Mid-Cumberland. Because Mid-Cumberland has fucked up like 3 times in the past 2 weeks. Not counting the fact it takes them more than 2 hours to pick me up every time after I'm done. And they say, oh, that's your insurance company. No. You tell me to call you when I'm done. And I sit there and watch you pick up other people from the same location. Or I sit by and watch your vans drive by going the right direction with nobody in them. You tell me one of those people can't pick me up, take 15 minutes off their schedule, and save me an hour and 45? Come on, I get worked up about that. I'm sorry. Still coming to Knoxville, Merville, around the 6th of June. Really, really, really hoping Joni... Not Joni, shit. Whoa, boy, that was a slip. Really hoping Dawn or somebody can squeeze out the time to run me up to Andersonville and look at these trailers. Preferably on Saturday. I mean, she and her husband live out there, so I'm sure they'll show them for me on a Sunday, too. But the one they've got in mind is, they say it's for one family, 2 small families, maybe. That's perfect for me. I mean, that's me. And I've really got nothing. If it's already furnished, okay, then cool. All I've really got to worry about is a chair and a mattress, and I can put those in storage up here. And then we've got all of my storage tanks of clothes and stuff. So we could do that with an extended cab pickup and enough room for the 4 cats. if I can find anybody who swears they're not allergic to cats, or will take an Ambien beforehand or something like that. If not, I'm staying here. Pretty simple. I know a place just right down the road. I don't know what it costs, but I know they're pretty much uninsulated, and it's a serious crack and meth place. So, yeah, it'll go over well. I can fit in with those boys. Won't be the first time I've been in that kind of neighborhood either. So what am I going to talk to my shrink about today? Well, he should know me pretty well by now. And I've been waiting for him to guide me, but he also waits for me to guide myself because he considers me that intelligent. Plus, I went in one day and I shrank his head for about the first half hour. And he thought that was kind of funny. Didn't get as much of a sense of humor out of it as I did, but anyway, that's a whole different ballgame. Odds are I'll be back on here. Right now, the washer won't drain. Personally, they've all been watching videos on how to tear everything apart and put it back together and what they need to fix. And I'm thinking, everything we wash is covered with dog hair and cat fur. A little bit of, say, Drano. Now, of course, a washing machine doesn't have the thick drains that you have on, like, sinks and stuff. Doesn't have, like, it's got that thin plastic. So I've got to check into that a little bit, maybe down at, if I get a ride back. If I get a ride back, checking it at one of the warehouse places, or just see what I can find that looks better at the nearby Dollar General. If it comes down to the Drano, it's not going to eat through the plastic, even the thinner plastic, in an hour or so. Let it sit for an hour, drain it again. That simple. Anyway, this is just one of those harebrained schemes I come up with. I try not to make things too complicated. Everybody thinks that I make everything so complicated, but when you look at it, I've cut it down to the facts as I see them. Of course, apparently I live in my own little world, but still, the facts as I see them. I did ask a question yesterday that I said would be the last I spoke of. The creature who shall remain unnamed. It's a long story, but I asked, I just want to know how she knew an exact quote of an ex-girlfriend from 2 years ago up here. The kind of ex-quote that's not repeated. Alright, the husband of her bartender, maybe the guy she was seeing who was the best friend of the husband of her bartender, Vicky's husband, and maybe our bartender at Rookies. Not Rookies, but Choppers. That's all up here. The bartender from Rookies, like 20-something. Everybody else involved, mid to late 50s. How on earth did that exact quote get to Joni in Houston 2 years later? I mean, exact word for word.
about my genitals. I mean, it's pretty specific. I just wanted to know the answer to that one. And I said that would be the last time I talked about her. So, there you go. There it is. Nobody out there is going to know, I don't think. Because I didn't tell it to anybody out there. Unless somebody else told it to somebody out there who passed it on. I don't know. There are people out there who've seen the videos. Or at least some of them. I'd be interested to know which ones they saw. Were they the ones at the UT game? Were they the ones at the fair? Were they the ones at the Christmas party or the New Year's Eve party? You know, which videos did y'all see? Anyway, something more to talk to my shrink about. Anderson out.